will never be hurt. Allah bestows His blessings on them. This is the devil, and the devil tries to put fear in the hearts of the people, but the believers will never be shocked or astonished. This gathering that include the Israelis' enemy, the U.S. administration, and the West, this gathering is trying to put a lot of pressure on us to fear and to be scared, but we will never be scared because we are the sons of the Secretary General, Martyr Hassan Nasrallah, the senior martyr, Hassan Nasrallah, may Allah bestow His mercy on him. Frankly speaking, let me tell you that in this situation where I cannot express our situation without you, Hassan Nasrallah, but at the same time, I believe that you are with us, supporting us, enhancing our positions, and I can see the fighters getting their encouragement, the bravery from your words. We loved you so much, and we have supported us so much, and you have implanted the belief and resistance in our hearts. We know that Allah Almighty will be with us, and you are the main reason of fear in the hearts of the Zionists and your enemies because of your history in resistance and in fighting the criminals and the occupation. Here, you are in front of peoples who believe in resistance and the success in resistance. To you, sir, I convey the message of love and resistance from myself, from my brothers, from the resistance fighters, from the Mujahideen, and from your great people, and from those who love you around the resistance actions, and from the free people in the world. I'll talk to you about 3 topics. We will talk about Al-Aqsa flood. 1 year has passed since the start of the Al-Aqsa flood. This flood is an unprecedented and a very exceptional event that I can safely say is the start of the phase of changing the whole situation in the Middle East, which means the resistance and the more resistance. Al-Aqsa flood and the jihad of the Mujahideens from Hamas, from the Islamic Jihad, from the resistance, from the Palestinian people in Gaza is legal action 100%. 100% legal action because it is against the occupation. It is against the 75-year-old occupation. This great confrontation is blessed, and this great confrontation is the first step for the change. The aim of the enemy of the occupation was not just a reaction to the Al-Aqsa flood, but the occupation has 2 goals and 2 aims. First of all, to put an end totally and comprehensively to the resistance, because Israel doesn't want anyone to be in the resistance. The second goal and aim is to kill a general genocide against the Palestinian people, so as not to be able again to resist, and so as not to be able again to ask for their legitimate rights. The crimes of the enemies, the crimes of the occupation against the Palestinians are crimes that have been described by the world. Unprecedented crimes all over the history, killing the children, killing the women, killing the elderly, killing the medics, killing the doctors, leveling and destroying hospitals, killing the journalists, killing everyone who moves from a place to another, destroying every house, destroying every street. This is not fighting. This is killing of humanity, killing of free peoples. Of course, all this came within the support of the open support from the U.S. administration since the very first moment. We consider America as a main partner in all these crimes. Some countries in Europe have also supported the criminals, the occupation, militarily, politically, and on their media outlets. Without the U.S. West support, the war could have come to an end within a month, because Israel is not able alone to face the resistance. But now, Israel is not facing resistance. Israel is killing. This killing is not confrontation. 42,000 martyrs and thousands under the rubble. Thousands and thousands of wounded people. 60% of the martyrs are women and children. Is this fighting? Anyhow, the resistance in Gaza was great, legend resistance, who are still for a whole year able to resist and to resist more. The resistance in Gaza and West Bank and the military operations that are taking place in the occupied territories of 48 is a proof that the resistance and the Palestinian people will never, ever be defeated under any circumstances and whatever are the sacrifices. The Palestinians need to live. The Palestinians need to get their freedom. The Palestinians need to be given the most important trophy in the world. They are facing ghosts and animals that are trying to kill all the Palestinians. A big salute to the martyrs, on top of whom Ismail Haniyeh, who was a symbol and who has given a lot to his case and his cause. A big salute to all the martyrs, to all the free people, to the wounded, to those who are in torture, to the displaced, to those who gave and gave and gave in Gaza and Palestine. After 1 year, the Israeli Helfi said it is a war, a complete war, after which we failed in our mission to defend our citizens. Oh, Helfi, you will be a big failure as long as you will be there in your place. This is a lesson for you and a lesson for Netanyahu. The Israeli entity has proved to be a threat against humanity, against the human beings, against Lebanon, against the region. We were supporting the Palestinians from Lebanon to achieve two goals. First of all, to help the Palestinians in their confrontation with the Israelis and to help the Palestinians to achieve victory in this battle. The second goal, the second aim, was to defend Lebanon and its people. The situation is now more clearer, and Lebanon was a target. But when is the right time? You know this. Netanyahu has announced that he wants a new Middle East. Nat Gallant has said about hitting Hezbollah in Lebanon, where he said, operations against Hezbollah will open the door for a change not only in Lebanon, but to have a new Middle East. They have ambitions to cover the whole Middle East. They need to leave Gaza. They need to do something in Gaza. They need to do something here and there, but not in the Middle East. They cannot control everything. Anyhow, those people want to kill everyone who stands in their face. They want to kill everyone who says that they have rights. They want to subjugate the whole area around them. They want everyone to follow their policies and their orders, and this will never happen. When it comes to Iran, the Islam, Iran, the Khomeini, who established the very first Palestinian embassy in Iran after the Islamic Revolution in Iran. Khomeini was the one who gave the directions towards the elimination of this virus. Al-Khomeini, the Imam Al-Khomeini, Al-Khamenei follows and gives more support. Iran supports every Palestinian, every resistant fighters in Palestine, in Lebanon, and in the region. It's something Iran must be proud of. And this is the real dignity, to help the Palestinians in order to restore back their rights. This legend ability in the confrontation, the solid will of the Palestinians, the determination to continue resistance, and then the abilities that will help them to face the challenge. To all the doubters about Iran, about the support of Iran, I want to say that Iran is the one who decides when and how to support. You tell me, you doubters, tell me, what have you done to the Palestinians, to the resistance, to the Palestinian people? History is recording everything, and the future will record everything. Iran has faced, first of all, and secondly, more than 1,500 kilometers. Missiles went and hit Tel Aviv, inside Tel Aviv. This means that Iran is keen and determined to be in support of the resistance in the best way in this situation. I can analyze and say that the battle is not Iran and the influence of Iran in the region, as said falsely by Netanyahu. The fight is the fight of liberating the Palestine. Palestinians will fight to liberate Palestine. Iran and Hezbollah are helping, just helping the Palestinians to free their territories and lands. The Yemen and the achievements of Yemen are great. Yemen has managed to hurt the Israeli trade. Yemen has managed to send drones to threaten the Israeli entity. And we have seen millions over there, which means they are quite keen and determined to support the Palestinians. This is the greatness of the people of Yemen. The same can be said about the Iraqi resistance. The Iraqi resistance is doing great, is doing very well throughout the popular Hashd and the religious figures over there in order to do a lot for the sake of Palestine. When it comes to the Lebanese front is only supporting the Palestinians in Gaza. 11 months where the Lebanese front is doing well and have sent thousands of settlers in the north of Israel to leave their places and to be a burden on the Israeli entity. Hundreds of thousands of those who are very worried and living in a situation that is not safe in Israel. The situation when it comes to the economy in Israel is not safe. The losses of Israel in the north are big. They are not announced, they are not declared, because Israel is controlling very well what is going on through the media. But we need to confirm that the economic losses in Israel are massive. Israel has opened a front with Lebanon and making use of the unlimited American support to Israel during that period where Netanyahu can do whatever, anything, making use of the election time now in America. And this war has never, ever hit our will, our determination to still resisting and to still fighting. Netanyahu can say that he wants a war, Netanyahu can start a war, but Netanyahu cannot achieve his goals or his aims. We hit them. We let them feel the pain using our drones and our missiles, and we will hit the right location at the time we decide according to our field military plan to achieve our goals. You can see that our daily achievements are big. Hundreds of missiles and dozens of drones and a big number of settlers and cities in the north under our missiles and can be reached and can be hit by our missiles. I need to comfort everyone that our capabilities are still fine. What has been said by the enemy regarding our capabilities is a mere illusion. If the enemy in 1 hour or 1 day, when we responded to the assassination of Martyr Shukr, they said, the Israelis said that they have hit 600,000. But I'd like to say that it's only 320 missiles on that line as planned. The enemies are lying. The enemy is lying. The enemy is claiming. When it comes to the border, what's going on in the borders now, I will say that our capabilities are fine. Our fighters on the front, we are solid. The admins are solid. And you can see the effect. What happened during the last 10 days? The operations are increasing. The pain of Israelis is increasing. The Mujahideens have proved themselves. These Mujahideens are the sons of Hassan Nasrallah. They are nothing but the sons of Hassan Nasrallah. Netanyahu said he wants the settlers to be back. But we are telling them more and more and more Israelis will be displaced. There was a consensus in public opinion in Israel. They said 61% don't feel safe in Israel. 86% are not ready to live in the settlers of Gaza after the war. I'm sure that if they have more reconnaissance, they will know that their situation is complicated, is being complicated, and I want them to know that we believe that if they feel pain, we also feel pain, but we ask Allah Almighty for more rewards. Every attempt by Israel today when it comes to Lebanon is to kill the civilians and to destroy the places where people live. You can notice that they haven't left a single village or town that is connected to this without being hit. In order, they want to cause chaos and confusion. They want to practice pressure in order to create a problem between the environment of the resistance and the mujahideen and the fighters. But anyhow, I want to tell them that your efforts are just a big failure. The environment of the resistance is solid. We have the best people, the best fighters. We have those people who have determination. Yes, it's true that this displacement operations in Lebanon is causing a problem and is causing a pressure, but I know very well that the hundreds of thousands of the displaced people in Lebanon are facing difficulties. But this is part of the battle. We did our best and we try to cooperate with the institutions of the government. We need to make the feeling and the burdens less. But displacement in itself is a sacrifice. We have heard some statements in the media, and we have heard that you are ready to tolerate. We thank those people who are displaced in Lebanon. We are stable, we are strong, and you, as displaced people in Lebanon, you are paying a price that is similar to the price being paid by the resistance, and we will be all winners at the end of the day. I'd like to salute the national unity in Lebanon that is quite clear from all the sections, areas, regions, municipalities, organizations in Lebanon. The enemies were aiming to create rifts and the crisis inside Lebanon, but now there is a national unity that is quite seen by the enemy. I'd like to thank everyone in Lebanon for their support, and I want to consider this national unity will enable us to do better in the future and to have better Lebanon in the future. At this particular moment, I'd like to say that Hezbollah and Amal movement are very much united and unified in good and bad times. And everyone and anyone who can expect other than that is completely wrong. Musa Sadr, the Imam, is the Imam of the resistance in Lebanon. We are all students in his school. His school says the honor of Jerusalem will be only gained and restored by the believers. We are the believers. We will be united and we will slap the enemy strongly so as not to be able to hurt us. We are quite sure. We believe in the wisdom of Nabi Birri. You are the senior person now in the eyes of Hassan Nasrallah, and you must know that you are the big brother in the eyes of any member of Hezbollah. We are quite sure of that. We support the political movement